Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And what are we? And if you're hearing
The
like
assembly
background
is in
noises in
session.
this episode,
Enter quietly if you
there's a
wish to observe.
thunderstorm going on outside right now. Not in Orzammar. I mean like outside of my actual house.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a
Was I
writ.
supposed to go
Half
in
our
here?
houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only
Meanwhile, what
effective
we're
until
doing
we have
here
a king
is
to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
dwarven
Leaving you
politics.
conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of
I
the
think I'd
assembly.
rather be outside
I've
in the
already
thunderstorm.
doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Behlen's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Oh, that
Enough.
escalated quickly.
The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Okay. Yeah, I don't... Quest completed. What did I complete? I completed going to the assembly. That was apparently one of the quests we were supposed to do to meet with this, whatever his name is.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
And apparently we were allowed to just, rush right in.
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard.
That's okay.
Welcome to Orzammar.
I understand.
I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Well, then we're gonna have to do something about that, aren't we?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Behlen or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Behlen's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Alright, so we either have to accept
I hope you're
Vartag's
not wasting
quest
my time
or
with more
Dulin's
dithering.
quest.
The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Behlen to
Or
support you
both.
in your surface war,
Can I do both?
you'll have to help him take
Oh,
the
we can't do
throne.
both. At some point, we're going to have to pick a side here. Now, I'm curious. Let's recap what he wants us to do.
Harrowmont tried using the same plot of land to buy the votes of both Lady Dace and young Lord Helmy. I have the promissory notes to prove it, but neither of them would listen to anyone they knew favored Behlen. As a neutral party, you could present the evidence and convince them Lord Harrowmont plans to cheat them.
Allegedly. Which is the issue I have with this. Won't tell us
Lady
where he
Dace
got
doesn't
the...
leave the
Okay,
court
let's...
much. But Lord Helmy's adventurous.
I want
likes
him
to
to give
spend
me
his
the
time at
promissory notes
tapsters
because it
in the
sounds like we
convents.
can go
Remember,
check these at the
Don't tell them you
Shaperate.
got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Sure. I won't squeal on you for that. At least not yet. We have to go to the Shaperate next anyways because we have not explored that spot in Orzammar yet. It's like the only spot we can get to right now that we haven't explored. So we'll see if we can do something with these papers. I want to see if these papers are legit. Now, it was really suspicious that he doesn't want us going to the Shaperate. I mean, he gave us... Oh, there's Dulin. I don't... If I can't side with Harrowmont after accepting this, I'm plan on like reloading the save file and doing this over. Because I've never played this far, so I don't fully know what's happening. But the Shaperate, I remember, is the place where like all transaction documents,
Who would dare take from the
you know,
memories?
go through this place and are recorded and kept.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
I can help you.
He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Yeah, someone probably knows the value. Anyways, we'll take that quest.
Are you with that warrior girl who's always here?
Sure. A book.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help.
You look
don't
like
know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Dagna. You like Dagna's mom? You
I
totally
was
could
looking for
pass for
something about
that.
the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left.
You're not gonna tell us,
They
are
were a
you?
noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Okay, so what I got out of that was blah blah blah, I'm missing something that could be in the deep roads.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election.
Well, I'm a Grey
Otherwise, you
Warden,
need special
okay.
permission from the Assembly or some great
I know
lord.
I've been like trying to hide my title and stuff
A Grey Warden?
at other places we've been
Mother
to.
always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the
But here in
Wardens. I
Orzammar,
hear
it
Prince
seems
Behlen and
more
Lord
like I
Harrowmont have
should
both been sending out
be
small
up
teams
front
these
and
days.
center about being
Yes,
like,
if you can
hey, I'm
find
a
the
Grey
Tig in
Warden,
any
because
records, that could do it.
the
That
title
could prove I'm a
Grey
noble.
Warden is really
If you
respected.
could. Maybe now that you're looking.
Which
It's
means
almost
Logain's
too much
lies
to
have
tell.
no effect on Orzammar and won't be a deciding impact on whether or not they'll join our army. Awesome. I guess it seems like the farther we get into this game, the less influence
Very
Logain
important
seems
work.
to actually have over what people think of the Grey Wardens.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
So my plan here when talking to the Shaper, I want to present these documents to him,
When I
but I
last
want to
walked
present
this
them in a
hall,
way where
Endrin was king and Orzammar
we're
was
not
at
telling
peace.
him where we got them
The
from. I
memories
just
often
want him to
speak of the
verify if
swiftness
they're
with which
true or
change
not.
overtakes us.
Because I
It was
want
different
to
see it
remove any
firsthand.
possible
I
bias.
apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
I want to like remove any possible
the
preconceived
Shaper
bias he
guards
has.
Orzamar's knowledge.
Because
We have
Vertag did
preserved
say,
in
you know,
Lyrium
he's
all of the
related
records of
to
dwarven history. The memories record all.
Harrowmont.
They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Okay, well, we also need permission for the Chantry here. Let's start with that one.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come from him, yeah.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Okay, so we've got cunning, persuade. I don't really like the cunning response. Like, do it for the money. I don't like that. I don't like intimidate. A chant is sung from all quarters. That is no.
He seems a charitable man.
We'll do
That is a
persuade.
thin thread on which to tie Orzamar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Oh, cool. Tell me
We
some
were a
of
great
Orzamar's
empire
history.
once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Shirak was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Huh. Where's Kal Shirak? How'd you lose your
The
golems?
Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more. They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Yeah, that might have been a dumb question, but
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
oh, so there's still other like dwarven cities
I will settle your mind
underground.
if I can, Warden.
So apparently they used to all be connected through the deep roads, and it
All
used to be this
dwarves who
huge
die return to
empire.
the stone
But
as
the Darkspawn
ancestors
have like
to guide
separated
their
and
families
crumbled
forever.
it apart.
But only one every few generations rises to Paragon.
But hey,
A
if there's
paragon is a
other
dwarf whose
settlements
accomplishments
in the
change
deep
Orzammar so
roads
much
or
that
other
the Assembly
cities,
recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated
then
as
we
living
could find those
ancestors
people
and
that
found a new noble
have been
house
missing
forever
for
bearing
2
their
or
name.
5 years. We have a couple of them to find.
Branka is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions
Yeah,
caught
this
the
person.
Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Oh, okay.
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
So she could be at that other settlement.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves.
Interesting.
We traded with your Tevinter Imperium.
We heard all this
And our
before.
land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Shirok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to get
I will
back
settle your
to
mind if I can, Warden.
the early stuff.
Please, speak your mind.
So I also want to see, like, because I said I appreciate that Behlen is technically of blood. If he's
These are Harrowmont lands
if he's
promised
turned
here.
his way, I want to see if this is
But these
true
are
or
not
false.
the deals we approved at the Shaperate.
Ooh.
Where did you get these?
I could rat him out. I'm not gonna lie.
Whom are you protecting? It is a crime against the Shaperate to falsify legal documents.
Right now, I'm not protecting anyone. I'm trying to find out the truth in an unbiased
Not entirely.
way.
There were 2 promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented
So I'm
here.
gonna play dumb
It
here.
appears the scripter altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical.
That is what I needed to know. I'm not gonna mention. Oh, this is what I wanted to
He is a
ask.
kinsman, yes. If you count to the 6th degree of remove, I am related to every noble lineage still represented in Orzammar. I can
So-
even trace my descendant directly to House Sigmund, which lost its tie to the Darkspawn 13
So
generations
technically,
ago.
while he can trace his lineage to Harrowmont, that also means he can trace his lineage
The
to
prince consulted me before his father died.
to
He wanted to know about King
Iduken.
Bimo, the last king to rule during
Behlen.
a blight. I told him Bimo made many changes during his rule.
So really,
The assembly
that
was even
whole bit that
disbanded for a 2-year
Vartag said,
period.
"Oh, he's going to be biased
Bimo
because of
declared that
family
in times
ties,"
of war, the warrior
That's
caste
also
answered
now a
directly to
lie.
the king, and all voting was suspended. Behlen seemed quite interested.
and it sounds like Behlen just wants to take the throne
Gabor
and become a
family is a minor
dictator.
one, founded when a daughter of the Ferender house married down to a warrior caste man. Her brother died, leaving her family heirless. So the assembly granted him a new family name and allowed him to adopt his daughter's children as heirs. Vartag Gavorn is on record asking the assembly to bar Harrowmont from King Endrin's sick room. He is a vocal supporter of Prince Behlen.
Okay, I have all the
You are an
information I
outsider,
need to
Warden,
know.
but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
I am going to follow truth and facts, and right now, Behlen smells like crap. And we haven't even gotten to really meet with him. So yeah, I mean, I mentioned before that we're definitely going against Behlen because of we know what happened in the Dwarf Noble intro. We read a whole bunch of books. Um, no, that's not what happened. Well, we did do some of that in the Dwarf Noble intro, but we know what Behlen did in the Dwarf Noble intro, and these gloves are actually fairly impressive. We have to compare them with Alistair's, though. I mean, we lose the spell resistance, but we have way more armor because of +4 armor plus the 2.1, and we have less fatigue.
Success.
And another gift. And in fact, I'm going to... I don't know if we can equip... I want to equip those gloves right now. And here's what we find out. Wait for it. Where's the... We can also equip... that because we have enough strength, apparently, with our... Probably with that helmet helping us. And whatever other buffs to our strength we have. Maybe that champion... Champion didn't add to our strength. Whatever. We have enough strength to equip this now. The +1 health regeneration, the only thing I'm like debating on that is, I love that +1 health regeneration in combat. The only thing I'm debating on with that is the whole, Templar is, Templar armor grants all that mental resistance. And that's where I was really kind of iffy about that. But you know what, I'm going to go for it. We need like boots of diligence. And we'll have like 3 pieces of the diligent armor. And then that could give us a set bonus as well. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Okay, but I found out what all I needed to know. So we have enough to make our decision. Now the real question is, can I still go back and reject Vartag?
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helm?
So, yeah, Behlen apparently has not changed his ways. Yeah, we're going to come right out and say it.
Forged? Well, naturally they're forged. There is no legal way for Harrimont to sell the same land twice over, is there?
That's not quite. Tell me where you really got these.
You want to know how the game is played? I wrote the papers and left a sizable fee with the registry office to back them. But if you think figuring it out gets you off the line, you don't understand how this works. I'm asking for a show of loyalty. So exactly how much truth is involved shouldn't matter in the slightest. Now,
It very
where
much
does your
matters.
allegiance lie, Warden?
Yeah, no. Because here's the thing. If these...
Be careful about so boldly
If
declaring
Behlen
yourself the Prince
and
of
Vartag are going to lie and forge and cheat their way just to try and become king...
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helmy?
Do you really want this? Well, Dolan
If
wants
you
me to
do,
do this.
there can be no further business between us.
Oh, that's
Now,
fine.
Is there more you need before you commence your search?
I'm not going to tell him I'm going to go find him. What else? Yeah,
Don't
fine.
bother me again without something to report.
Can I report that I want to stab you in the face? So if they're going to do this sort of behavior just to try and get into power, what are they going to do when they're in power? Exactly. This is why I hate politics.
News of the hour.
But on the flip side, I haven't really seen or heard anything shady yet from Harrimont.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden.
Oh, this is
everyone's
one of
talking
the
about.
nobles. Yes, I'm Zagana.
It's fascinating.
I mean, I don't want to
want
say that Harrimon's trying to cheat her, because that's we know that's a lie.
Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
I don't want you to look at those papers, because those papers aren't important.
Now,
I
is
hear
that
you'll
an
be voting.
attempt to cozen me into revealing my choice, or are you simply making small talk?
Both.
It's so hard to tell with you surface types. You're all so charmingly direct and artless.
Well, if I was actually getting to pick my words, I wouldn't have picked any of those phrases, but okay.
Yes, I am a member of the Assembly, a Desher. I will be one of 80 nobles of purest blood to pick our sovereign king. If you're asking me where my vote lies, I'm forbidden to tell until the stones are cast.
Okay, fair enough. She's upholding rules and traditions, so I
You
respect
certainly
that, and
should.
I don't want to tell her that Harrimont is... because that's not true.
Could the end
Uh,
of Orzammar be
Now,
nigh?
at first I thought that was Harrimont's estate, which it actually is, and then I thought it wasn't. Because I got so close to it and nothing really lit up. But apparently I didn't get close enough to it. Yeah, that's why I had to check my map there. Okay, so I already said we're joining Harrimont because of
Do you see how things lie, Warden?
how the Dwarf
Lord
Noble
Harrimont
intro
cannot trust
went.
you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
I mean, I'll just be honest with you and let you know what's going on with Vartag.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring. So have you decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in with the snakes?
I will enter the proving for Harrimont.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrimont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Alright. So we have our quest. To the proving. And of course we have to go back down to the Commons and okay. Oh, and I also find this spot where I didn't really see it when we came in. We can actually go back around up here to these stairs and talk to this guy who doesn't tell us anything. Or nothing important. But there's a codex entry up here, just, you know, book laying on the ground. So that was nice. Okay, now I think we've explored every spot we can currently explore. Until we can get into the fighters' quarters at the proving. Which it sounds like we're going to be able to do now. So what we have to do quest-wise is actually... Well, we have to enter ourselves into the proving, but we also have to talk to these other couple fighters that were supposed to be representing Lord Harrimont and see where they're...
hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
What is this?
I can't imagine what you mean.
Can I stab
pay
you
my
guys?
Expenses? What about the expenses?
Thugs.
Who
you looking at?
I'm looking at you, thugs.
Providing your protection. It's not easy.
This sounds really shady.
Nothing bad happens. That
Let's
no one decides
see
to
what
just
happens.
burn everything in your store. My store.
Threatening to burn down a
Please,
store.
I don't have much. Business
I'm going to stop you from
People are
that.
scared.
If I'm given
Tell
the
Jarvie
option.
I'll get her money. Jarvie is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Now, from a business side, because I am like a business person. I do have a degree in accounting, so I understand the whole concept of, you know, you make a business deal, you
I could get more
got
if I
goods or
sell
services,
something.
you have to pay for those.
Well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend
But
of
threatening
yours?
to burn someone's entire store down,
Please,
I'm not cool with that either.
don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like. Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos.
Oh, I don't
You're
need your
wearing
protection.
some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
You think I'm gonna pay you? Yeah, that sounds like a threat. I'm not gonna do the intimidate, although that's a great
Are you
line
going to
there.
make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Oh, okay, now that is a threat. Bring it on.
Whoa, whoa. All right, you
I'll
win.
do the intimidate.
I'm not gonna
I
die
should
for
have
10 lousy sovereigns.
picked show me. They ran off. I should have picked show me. I want to fight him. Would have been an
Ancestors,
improvement.
bless you
Oh
for
well.
saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
Tell me about this
I've never met her, of course.
person.
They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's
Okay,
the one
Dusttown.
directing this
She's
depravity.
operating
Since
in
good
there.
King
Okay.
Endrin died, they're getting bolder.
We'll go see
They
what we
used to
can
be
do
a
about
problem
that.
only in Dusttown. But
Probably
now they're
before
in
the
the
proving.
commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
Yeah, okay, so they're basically the
A
mafia.
band of casteless thugs.
Really
They're
just
to blame
thugs.
for all the crime in Orzammar these days.
The mafia
They're criminals
has
and the children of
class
criminals.
to some
The
degree.
ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
All right.
I'm showing you the
What
lowest
else do you
prices I
have?
can afford. I assure you.
I believe you. You have like no inventory. Okay, what do you actually have for me here? I don't think I need any of this. Oh, do I need any more toxin extracts? Lyrium dust, flask, elf root, tea mushroom, no toxin extracts. Okay. Here's remarkable emerald. Okay, this is a very boring store. Well, I saved your very boring store, even if I didn't get a reward or a fight with those thugs out of it. But I'm wondering if we can go back and, like, go to Dusttown and deal with them. So yeah, that's the direction we're gonna head. Oh, we have to turn in our quest. Yeah, because I'm sure if I go to Dusttown, we're gonna go into overtime. But I can turn in this quest.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
I have, and he will let you
Oh,
hold prayer
praise the
meetings.
Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Sure, why not? Oh, that's quest completed. Okay. I wonder if we can go to the first service and just see what it's like. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.